Hey guys, welcome back. And this is going to be a very informative video for you guys because I am sharing this actually I've done this intro multiple times because I have a lot of things been up to in this house, and of course arguably been the busiest first months or first couple of weeks of 2026. And yes, I've been really busy, but that's the reason also why I have this collection at the back of me, is because I have to, you know, give them up already. It's just because they've been worn. They've been worn so much that I have already returned my investment on them, especially with the price I paid them for. And yes, we would really love to have something that will really last forever. That's the reason why I also had my leather journey. I started it last year, that I really just been collecting on leather bags instead. Yes, they're not the actual ones, the actual branded bags, but they are inspired by them. And I am, well, take this with a grain of salt, of course, but I looked for the ones that were real leather, so I've checked them, and they are, but they don't have the branding on it, which I'm very happy about, because I'm not a person who really wants to think about the whole process of people thinking it's the real thing and they'll steal it from me. So since a lot of people already know what dupes are, what are inspired, and what is the actual deal, I won't be worried going out and about with these beautiful bags. So let's get started on bags that I am pretty sure that I'm giving up on, and the reason why maybe some of the bags are not here also, that I think I should be giving up on them already. So the first one is probably the most used since I had it. This was like a anniversary gift years ago. I think this been like probably 7 or 8 years ago. It has been a great bag so much, and it's this one. So this is my, well, dupe probably of the Birkin 30 in white Togo leather. Let's do it like as if it's the real deal. So I'm gonna specify the inspiration of it. So it's a Birkin 30 in white, probably mushroom, or yeah, probably mushroom in silver or palladium hardware, and this beautiful Togo leather. But it's not the real leather, it's PU leather, and I'm very happy with it just because this bag has been so used. Aside from, let's explain to you, PU leather is very light compared to its leather counterparts. But the thing is, of course, although it is cheaper originally, this one, PU leather, is not gonna stand the test of time. Especially if you wear it like in the long run, like multiple times and so much, it's not gonna age as good compared to leather bags. So this one, as you can see, there's literally cracking already and peeling. But yes, because I literally use this even when I'm going to construction site. This is the bag that I use, apart from the gray one that has died already, has already had its limit. And because that one is what I use a lot, because in construction it's like gray colored, like the sand of the cement, so it's pretty much the easiest bag I could bring. And then after that one had fallen apart, I had this one because I kept using this whenever I go out and about in the office. This is like the perfect work bag. So the Birkin 30 is a great bag, a great work bag. And although yes, the PU leather is probably better when you're going to bring it handheld, this one has attachable straps. That's why this is just probably inspired by the Birkin bag. But this bag, I am so happy with it because it's literally my most used bag. Because like I said, it's open toed, I can put a long strap in it, and it fits everything that I need for work. So it's still kind of hard because I probably want another one like this but in leather. But this is the bag that probably is the heaviest for me to give up on, just because I can't find one like this, like the exact white but not so off-white, but not also like super striking white, although that's still pretty, and with palladium hardware, because I love the combination so much. With gold, I think it's too striking, and I will explain to you guys why. But this is my second bag, second most used bag. is probably this one. So this is my, as you can see, it's been yellowing already. So this is my originally white, like probably true white. This was literally a true white bag, and this is a Kelly inspired bag in 23 or 24. I think this is 23 because it seems shorter. And of course, this is close to the mini Kelly, but like in between to Kelly 25 and a mini Kelly, because a mini Kelly is 20 and a Kelly 25 is, well, 25 centimeters, and this one is probably 23, so it's right in the sweet spot. And although I would love to have a leather bag in this like size, because it's like a perfect middle size for night out and also for daytime, 25 has been really great as like an everyday bag. So with this, evidently I've used it so much, because this bag, I use it like everything is so yellow already, because I use this with anything. I'm not afraid of using this bag. Whether I wear it with jeans, whether I wear it with white dresses, it literally is a bag that I've loved, used every single day. And of course, this has adjustable straps. But I don't know, this, I love white bags. White bags has been easiest for me to pair if I really literally don't want to think and just go out the door. But of course, red bag is my signature bag. This bag has been the best, and the red bag that has come close to it, although there is one that topped this one more, is, so this is my Kelly 28 inspired bag in this beautiful red, bright red color in gold hardware. Now this bag is not actually the most used red bag that I have, but I did give up on the most used red bag that I have because it literally got mauled by my cat. I would probably say it's my husband's cat, because she's very spoiled by my hubby. So I think maybe that's why. And yeah, that was the only bag actually I kept safely in my closet. Like, it's not displayed, but yet that was the one that she got. So it was it was really hard, because it was a great quality. I really paid like good price for that, but unfortunately she has to, you know, mold it into a lot of scratches that I can't really hide it when I'm wearing it. So yeah, that one was short-lived. I think that just lasted me for like 2 years before she found it, you know, and then it's gone. But this bag, that's when I figure out I would love a Kelly 28, and I've been obsessed with a Kelly 28 size. So this one has been the workhorse bag, apart from the white, because this one, you can, it's not an open tote, so I still like an open tote, but I also like one with that it's closed, so you can just open it quickly like that. It fits a lot, and of course it has the natural long strap, so it's not as awkward. And with this one, there you fit, it fits a lot, and that's the reason only why I'm giving this up is because I've used it to death. Like, it's literally like sagging. But not only that, is because I already have a beautiful red one in Kelly, in the actual Kelly 28 size. And it's really beautiful, and it's literally what I use whenever I go to errands. I have bills and a few documents or a few paperwork that I need to bring with me. I bring that because it's big, it's structured, and it just puts a lot of elegance in whatever I wear. So this one has been great, and it just had to be replaced. When I got like a Pew leather bag, I really tried to find one that it'll be reasonable for the price, but it's not also gonna break my bank. Explore the colors that I think that I would probably like and wear. And although red, yes, I'm very sure of, that's why I strongly choose red first in a lot of the bags that I have. But yes, the reason is I want to figure out what colors works with me, what combinations actually work with me, and this one was it. Like, red will go hardware. I think it's always going to be the best for me, and also that's the reason why I like on the whites. This color never worked at all. I am so sorry, but with this, it just didn't. I don't know if it's just me or it's a combination, and I think it is because this bag, I although this one actually held up pretty well. I'm kind of thinking about if I should um give this one up because it's still so beautiful. So this bag has a story because I fell in love with a beautiful green Chanel flap in silver hardware, and it was like this deep forest green. I actually have one of it, but it's in gold hardware, and I'm actually thinking of selling that already because it just doesn't work. And every single time I try to find a pure leather bag that is in dark green, in silver hardware, or sometimes even gold hardware, I just try to. It's not the green. It always comes out a different green, which is so many disappointment all in one. This one is matcha. And I'm not saying it's a bad color. I think a lot of people would probably like this color, but it's not my color. It's not a color that I enjoy wearing, or that's like easy for me to pair. Probably with just a white dress, white outfit, probably with jeans. I would probably wear this, but then with everything else, it's just been harder for me to wear. It's just like a specific category where I can wear this, and although I know that's a bit excessive, this bag is not really used as much as I hoped, and it literally aged good except for the strap. So as you can see, the strap of it, I already removed the leather because it has worn out so much. Like, it did peel off, it did like cry so much, and I had to give it up. It's not a bag that I would really enjoy wearing if I don't enjoy the color as much. And another bag to this that I thought, I found the green bag, and yes, it's this one. This one is a green bag, and yes, it is exactly a mossy green, and it's not this cool tone green that I like. And that's when I figured out I really prefer the bag to be in silver hardware, not because I am very choosy, but I think with green, I feel the rawness and richness of a silver or palladium hardware on a green bag, because I prefer the green to be more cool tone than warm tone. Probably like an emerald or a forest green. Probably a forest because it's like deeper. And so yeah, that's the reason why I was also kind of disappointed with this. But compared to the matcha one, I was able to use this a lot. This has been a better improvement of a dark green bag compared to that one. This is easy, and like I said, the size of it is a Kelly 23 bag, and of course this is also PU leather. But in darker leathers or darker PU leathers, it's not as horrible to look at. I mean, I could still make this look like it's like a vintage bag. It still looks great, but I think I have to give it up. I'm still holding on to it a bit, just a bit, because I still am thinking about if I should have the green, or if I should really get the green one, the box leather, because that one, I found one with silver hardware, palladium hardware, and it's so beautiful. But I don't know if I should pull the trigger. It's just because they are still pricey bags, but I wanted to collect the bags I really, really like. And also, there are price increases also in these bags. Just because when the market like springs up, it literally does get a lot more trendy, or a lot more known to people. And I do really, really share it to people to get here, to go to this shop and then shop here, because I have tested them. Another bag that I'm returned, I have already returned investment on this one, because I did try to use it as much, to the point it literally wrecked the original strap. And it's this one. So in the screen, it's not as dirty actually in the screen, but you can see some spotting there, and the strap is literally different already. So this is a baby pink Kelly 23 in gold hardware, and this is what I was telling you guys about. It's also good to experiment on peel leather on specific bags you're really not sure of, because when I got this was actually harder for me to pair than that dark moss green one, because I really want one in silver hardware. Pink Sakura bag in silver hardware will be the, for me, epitome of elegance, and it's just beautiful. I've seen pink Sakura with gold hardware compared to silver. I still prefer the silver. I don't know, it just brings that purity, cleanliness, and I don't know, it's just gorgeous on it. But the wear of it is bad because of the strap, which I don't know what happened to the strap, that it died, because the bag is in pretty good condition. You can just trick this into getting a different kind of strap to replace it, probably a fabric strap or like a pearl strap to make it look more elegant if you're still going to use it, but don't deny the fact that it could still be used. So that's why those bags that I have that are like still good in condition, they have return investments already. I mean, they're not like an issue for me to just give up and give it away, because I have used as much of them as I prefer, especially these specific ones right here. And so that is the story of these bags that I probably probably slowly transition to not seeing them. And I hope this is very informative to you guys. I hope you guys try to figure out what bags work for you, what colors actually work for you, and what's your preference. Don't be afraid to choose colored bags, especially if you're not even sure if it will look good on you. That's where PU leather bags actually enter the stage, because you can easily practice bags on those kind of materials, and then if you like them, then invest in the leather ones, because I have so many shops that I could share to you guys that have the specific bags that you wanted. Just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.